In this video, I'll explain most frequently asked interview question for Java backend developer. That is, what is vector and difference between vector and ArrayList. So, what is vector? Vector is a legacy collection class. So, legacy means it will be present in older version itself. Like collection framework was introduced in Java 1.2 version, but before itself, Java 1.0 version itself, vector was there. So that's why we can say it is a legacy collection class. And just like ArrayList and linked list, vector also will implement list interface. So as it is implement list interface, it will allow duplicate and allows null values, and it will maintain the insertion order. So insertion order maintenance means so we are inserting data into the vector, right? While retrieving also we will get the elements in the same order. So that's why we can say it will maintain the insertion order. Next, vector internally uses dynamic array. So dynamic array in the sense like in previous video I explained while explaining array list and linked list. So if the array is full, if we try to add one more element, it will increase its capacity by using some formula. So that's why we can say it will internally uses the dynamic array. And vector also same like array list, it will store elements in the continuous memory locations. So continuous memory locations in the sense like elements will be stored in the CPU, right? So memory will be allocated for the each element. Like first element will be allocated to 1001, and the second element will be the next adjacent memory location will be allocated for the next element. Like 1002 for the second element, 1003 for the third element. So adjacent memory locations will be allocated for the elements. That's why we can say elements are stored in the continuous memory locations. But the main difference between the ArrayList and vector is synchronization. So vector is synchronized and ArrayList is not synchronized. Since vector is synchronized, it will allow only one thread to execute at a time. So that is a drawback only. So I'll explain clearly how it will work. Here we created vector and we try to add the element into the vector by using vector method add. Since vector is synchronized, vector method is also synchronized. It will allow only one thread to execute at a time. So if one thread is executing, other thread should wait for the first thread to complete its execution, right? So here waiting time was there. So if one thread is waiting means it will automatically reducing the performance. So comparing to array list, vector is slow because it was waiting for the other thread. So it will automatically reduce performance. So ArrayList is faster because it is not synchronized and it is not a thread safe. And coming to another difference, ArrayList increases its size by 50%. But vector doubles its capacity by 100%. So it will consume more memory right here, because sometimes we don't want to increase capacity by 100%. So if we are increasing means if we are not using that full capacity, it will be like wastage of memory only. So that is also drawback from the vector. And vector we will mostly use it in the legacy applications and the old code bases only. In modern applications mostly we will prefer ArrayList only. If you want to perform any thread safe operations, we have the modern alternatives also, like copy and write array list and synchronized list. Those and all already available.